Hello everyone and welcome to Battleship Command. So today we are going to have a look at the features that I'm currently working on. So they are very much work in progress and will probably change over time, but let's have a look. We will start by talking about these recon planes. So the Scharnhorst was equipped with 3 of these AR-196 float planes. So you can see one here on top of the catapult, and then there was 2 more stowed inside this hangar. And to get the planes out of the hangar, they could use this giant crane here to lift out the plane and place it on top of the catapult. The catapult would launch the planes, and after they finished their recon mission they would land in the water, and they could use the same crane here to lift them out of the water and back on top of the catapult. So let's tell the crew to start preparing the plane for launch. And you can see that the catapult is turning to aim the plane towards the side of the ship. And as soon as the catapult finish turning, they're going to pull back the plane slightly, and then using compressed air they are going to launch the plane. Now these planes are very useful when you want to scan beyond the horizon for targets. Okay, let's see. There we go, engine started and pulling back the plane. Let's see. There we go. It's like a scary takeoff. Alright, with the plane launched, we can actually head into the map here. Select our plane and give it some waypoints. We can have the plane head up here and take a closer look at the targets. The next feature that I want to talk about are the searchlights. So the Scharnhorst was equipped with 5 big searchlights. We have 2 of them here on either side of the aft mast, and then on the funnel there's also one on each side, and then there's one up on the tower just above the Admiral's Bridge. Now these searchlights were handy when you wanted to identify some ship at night, or when you, for example, want to navigate a port at night. I do not believe they were used a lot during combat, because they actually gave away your position quite a lot, since the beam of these lights could be seen from quite a far distance. And they also could not light up ships at endless long ranges, so radar or star shells were usually better during combat. So I'm going to use my dev menu here to let's lower the sun a bit. Hard to see the lights otherwise if it's daytime. And now I can press a keyboard shortcut to enable the lights. And they will now turn according to where I am looking. Let's say we want to check the Deutschland class over here. There it is. Now the lamps can also be controlled by the fire director. So I can head into the fire director here, enable them, and they will rotate according to where I am aiming the director. Pretty useful. Alright, the last thing we're going to have a look at today is how the turrets operate. So we're going to find one of the targets here on our port side. We have a freighter at 76 degrees to port. And when I assign it as main target, you can see the turrets are training towards that target. And these turrets, they train quite fast. They were using electric drives and could turn at around 7.2 degrees per second. So it means to turn to 70 degrees to port would take around 10 seconds. The elevation of the barrel was done using hydraulic pumps, but these pumps were also electric driven. Now after the guns have fired, to reload the guns you actually had to lower the barrels to around 2 degrees. That's for the reloading mechanism to actually work here inside the turrets. So now they are lowered, they're currently reloading the barrels, and as soon as they're done, they're going to raise the barrels again to the correct elevation. There we go, reloaded, firing, you see the recoil, and you can actually see how strong the blast is on the foam that gets created here on the water surface. These blasts were actually so strong that they could push the shells off course slightly. So to reduce that dispersion effect, there was actually a slight delay between the barrels. It's not something that you will see in game because it's actually the middle barrel that fires some 10 milliseconds later than the two outer ones. So it's not really noticeable actually. Alright, that's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.